Not important. Okay, that worked. Cool. I guess I'm not gonna need this anymore. Potentially. Oh, did it? Oh, did it? Did it? Oh man, that sucks. Oh, I can't check that either. Alright, well, I won't worry about that right now. Is this working? Test. 1, 2. Yeah, it's working. Okay. Let's start this.
Let's dive into the format for Pokemon Unite at the 2025 Pokemon World Championships.
That's over.
32 teams have worked all year to qualify for this momentous event and compete for their share of over $2 million in prizes and the ultimate title of Pokemon Unite World Champion. The competition spans 3 days. Day 1 teams compete in group stages in a best-of-3 round-robin format, with only the top teams remaining. On Day 2, those top teams compete in a single elimination bracket, battling in best-of-3 matches until the semifinals, which shifts to best-of-5. The final 2 teams will compete in a winner-takes-all best-of-5 series in the Anaheim Arena on Championship Sunday. The Pokemon Unite teams are bringing their all to the stage this weekend, and we will soon see who will claim the trophy and title of World Champion. Now, let's get this tournament started.
Neat. Anyway, what you were actually here for. Con in 4K. The bitrate is really crunching this. Oh, Prinplup. And Empoleon. That's a pretty sick dive. I kind of like that. An all-rounder, though. Why is it an all-rounder with a full-screen dash? Why? Why isn't it a speedster? If it's gonna have a full-screen dash? What? Whatever. No, fucking yoink. Let me pull a fishing Garrett here real quick. A gentle yoink. A deep sea yoink. Shout out to anybody who's seen those YouTube shorts. They're fantastic. I love every time he posts because it means that he hasn't died. Fucking what is this rain? Oh, it's the ult. Okay, that's fair. The ult is a fucking massive Blitzcrank tether. Oh no, it's like the other one. The champion I don't remember. That's crazy. It yoinks to them. Okay, this one would at least make sense to be an all-rounder. Fair enough. Okay, that one's an all-rounder. I swear it's the only thing that they can make anymore. It's the only thing Timmy can make anymore while still making it good. Oh, we finally get a new EV. Fuck, my AFK BRB screen finally came into play. Which EV do you want next in Unite? It came true. Finally. That's not true. I've had that up there since, I think... I want to say... Espeon? Glaceon? I want to say since Glaceon I've had that up there. Not important, but yay! We finally get a new one! Holy shit! We've got 6 out of the 8. Which does pretty much confirm that we are going to get the Gen 1 Eevee at some point. Eeveemon. Bets on... So I was right. Vaporeon was next. That's the one that I thought was most likely to get in out of the Gen 1s. Next, I guess I would probably say just Jolteon as a speedster. Just because... fast. I could also see an attacker just because massive electric damage and stuns. I could see them being an attacker. But... speedster fast, maybe? I don't know. Jolteon feels like it's a Pokemon that would have a moveset that would be conducive to just going fast and basically being a power crept Zera, where, you know, like it has built-in rough Rocky helmet and all that. That'd be fun. Flareon, I see this as the least likely, but it's possible. We don't have an all-rounder yet. Oh, wait. Never mind. Because they only know how to make all-rounders, so guess what Vaporeon probably is? Huge dash. Multiple ult hits. It's looking like an all-rounder to me. I did not expect that. It's a defender. Actually, a defender with a dash and with a long-lasting ult, that actually tracks. What were the stats on that ult? Did it like get... Wow, actually maybe I quit pretty quick. What's You don't see the health bar. You don't see the health bar. It's a reverse blaze kick as well, so you jump onto them and then push them back, which feels like it's going to be much less broken than a lot of the other defender shoves. We don't see how much shield it gives, but based on like the bubble around them, it's safe to assume it's probably going to give you a fair amount of armor. Probably going to be a good amount of shield. Wasn't expecting defender, I'll be honest. I mean, I was expecting it before I saw the move set. I was like, oh, Vaporeon is probably going to be a defender. That doesn't make sense. We don't have a support Eevee. Flareon, maybe? I mean, to be fair, it's probably just that we're not going to get... Timmy hates making supports. It's possible you just won't get one. It's a miracle we got a Speedster Eevee. So we're going to have 2 defenders, 3 attackers, and a Speedster. Maybe we'll get an all-rounder. Flareon all-rounder? Jolteon all-rounder? Yeah, probably not. Maybe we'll get Flareon as an all-rounder. Jolteon is not going to be a support, so support's kind of just out of the window. That's just gone. This was the only chance of having a support Eevee, so that's out of the window. Which is a shame, because I would have liked a full Eevee team of all the different roles. I mean, I guess they could make Flareon like an Alcremie style, like, or like a Hoopa style, like, shielding support. I guess. It's not impossible. But it'd be kind of contrived at this point. I just think we're not getting an Eevee support. September 19th, so pretty much exactly in a month. And while we're getting Latios today, really, we're not getting Empoleon until next month. Okay, so I guess if they're counting Latios and Latias as separate uploads, then I guess that means by the end of September we'll be getting Delmise? Because they said they wanted to release 2 a month. I don't believe them, but if that's to be expected, then like that we should expect Delmise by the end of September. But that only gives 10 days in between Empoleon. You know, like Empoleon already being a month after Latias is being released, which is not great. And also, like, based on that time scale, it's probably just going to be that they're just going to renege on the whole 2 a month thing. They're not even going to get 1 month of 2 Pokemon a month. Not even 1 month. It's already going to break. That is unfortunate. This is releasing all the way September 19th. That's crazy. That's so far away. I mean, I would have believed 2 a month if it was like September 10th. And it's like, okay, it's time after Latias, but enough time that they could release Delmise at the end of September. And like September 20th, there's no time. I don't think it's happening. I think they're just gonna immediately go back on the 2 a month. Also, no megas. What happened? Legends ZA releases in like 2 months. No megas. What happened? They promised us megas. And they're trying to make us feel better with a Vaporeon? Like, I appreciate it, and a starter. I appreciate it, but like, Delmise is in between these two. Who the f cares? Delmise is one of the most forgotten Pokemon ever. Like, why do you keep adding these Pokemon nobody knows about or cares about? We were promised Megas. Where's the Mega Mawile? Madness. Whatever. Whatever. September. Oh, it's not releasing with Empoleon. Huh. Why such a random date? Worlds ended yesterday. They could have dropped Groudon today, or like when Latios releases for free in like, what, 2 weeks? I guess that this is 2 weeks away. Yeah, so I guess that's roughly when they have it set. Who's bonking? You bonking in chat? Get out of here. Why you bonking? What are you doing here? You're usually taking a shower around now. That's random. Alright, well, Groudon's fully modeled, and this is different. It does look a little bit different. Day of Sky Ruins looks a little different here. With, like, the dead grass and a little bit of lava. A little bit of fire color, some burnt marks. Same shape, obviously. You know, just sort of the diamonds on the edge and the awkward arc on top. Which realistically only nerfs melees. This barrier existing really is only just a nerf to melees. That's all it does. Yeah, but I'm saying that Worlds ended yesterday. They could have added Groudon today. I don't know why they're waiting until September 4th. They could have made Groudon today. And it would have had no effect on Worlds at all. Or, you know, like in classic, you know, like Megacorp fashion, release it on a Friday so that the jobbers actually and the whales actually have a chance to test it and enjoy it and play it when it's brand new. That's a pretty classic thing, is to just drop it on a Friday or drop it on Saturday. I don't know why they're waiting all the way till September 4th, but it does line up with the Latios event ending, I think. So I could believe that. And if it's lining up with the Latios event ending, it's possible that we'll see a Latios nerf, a Latios buff. We'll probably see some changes in Worlds, because in the math cord I saw... Is there anything left in this? Oh, cool. Ah, great, more stuns. Exactly what I love in my objectives, is stuns, so that I can't play the game. That's cool. Massive attack boost and goal scoring speed increase. So just Ray. Again. But now you don't get a shield, which is actually huge. Dang, you killed Groudon with like 1 health left as a defender? Respect. And they steal it. It's just like the buffs from the rest of the game. It's almost like that was a balanced idea to begin with. Why did you start with that? You already had red and blue buff. And the Reggies. Actually, the Reggies don't transfer the buffs when you kill someone. Why don't they do that? I guess to be fair, it'd be kind of wonky. Speaking of wonky, it's gonna be weird if you kill multiple enemies that have this buff, right? Does a random teammate get it, or do you just get it twice? Is it just going to refresh the timer? Are you going to have their time added to it? Is it just going to, whichever one's higher? Or is it just going to do nothing? Which is the most likely answer, let's be real. We've seen Timmy's coding before. It's probably just going to be that it does nothing. I never noticed that Empoleon looks like it's wearing a tie before. Oh, anyway. Nope, that was it. Alright, so I did want to mention that I assume, since if they're going to make it arbitrary on September 4th, it's roughly when Latias's event ends, then I assume they're probably going to have some changes like Latios nerfs, Latios buffs, Draco Meteor, Latios buffs probably. Maybe. And also, I saw somewhere... if I can remember... that was me checking out that Fresh D has not said anything in 2 months, so he has in fact failed the challenge. No surprise. No one is surprised. Here it is. It was in the Degens. Is a Twitter post of... here, let me show you real quick, because I have to go in 1 minute. But I can show you here that there was someone who on Twitter who posted stuff. You know, like, here's all the Pokemon that weren't picked at all, right? So, obviously, Dragapult, a lot of the ADCs, Dura, Cinder, Shandy, surprisingly, Greninja, another ADC, Semi. Glaceon, unsurprising, a shame. Freshman is stupid, what a shame. Unfortunate. Delphox, also kind of surprising, but also kind of fair. There's just better mage. That makes sense. Power creep comes for us all. Tinkaton, reasonable. Against good players, Tinkaton just gets stomped. Etar, same problem. Failing, same problem. Azumarill, same problem. Greedent just really doesn't have a place in the meta, even more so than Sableye. Yeah. Goodra did get picked once. Goodra got picked once, and they won. 100% win rate. Speedster, Meowscarada, also kind of surprising, but there was a lot of Absols, and there's a lot of Leafeon, so sure. Mime, nobody likes Mime. If you have the option to pick something other than Mime, you're going to pick something other than Mime. Just on principle. Mime sucks. And also, like, in principle, as a Pokemon. Not in the game, just as a Pokemon. We've got some of this stuff, you know, like 60 most used Pokemon. You know, like, these are the top 30. We got plenty of Mew. We got plenty of Snorlax. Like, this is probably getting nerfed again. Plenty of Suicune. Still needs more nerfs, obviously. A lot of Mewtwo Y. A lot of Buzzwole. I knew it. I knew the win rate was a lie. A lot of Blissey, a lot of Clefable, a lot of Hoopa, a lot of bands. This is the bottom 30, in case you wanted to pause and look at that real quick. My headphones are also about to die, so I'm really on the clock. We've got top 30 bands. So, like, these are the most banned. Obviously Latios. Obviously Ho-Oh. Obviously Suicune. Obviously Hoopa, right? Surprisingly Rapidash, but fair. It is pretty good. Well, I imagine if they nerfed anything, it would probably be Smart Strike. Like, that would just make the most sense. That's definitely the most broken one. It definitely should stun for less time as well. That would make sense. Zacian's still good. They've nerfed it so many times, it's still the best, right? Like, EX Pokemon, that's just the way it is. It is even more so than Mewtwo Y. Right? Like, Mewtwo Y was in this tournament more often because they kept banning Suicune and Zacian and Latios. Like, that's the, like, and Ho-Oh. Like, literally they were banning all of the other EXs so much that Mewtwo just slept through the radar. Even though it was one of the most picked. Leafeon banned a bunch. Snorlax, obviously, because it's, like, one of the better Pokemon in the game. Also, questioning why Goodra, and they won. I wonder what round it was in, because if I had to put money, I'd bet it was probably round 1. It was probably in, like, the beginning, where people really just throw shit at a wall and see what sticks. The first round of Worlds is always a train wreck. Plenty of Umbreons, Dodrios, Zoroarks. Surprisingly Zera, which is a shame, because you can also see that in, like, most picked, he was only picked 5 times, and his win rate is below almost everybody. It's as low as Dragonite. Cerulea's also only 20% win rate. I don't know how that happened. They won once out of 5. How? It's lower than Gengar. What? They won twice as much. It's madness. Madness, I tell you. Oh, and most picked by region. So you see, like, Asia loving the Mewtwo. Loving the Umbreon. Buzzwole. Buzzwole's in like 4 of these categories. Let's go. The one Seruin, yeah. And that's most banned. Like most picked. She was only picked 5 times, and it only won twice. Like it only won once. Like how? How does this happen? And the Decidueye was picked and won as many times, right? 100% win rate with 2. Guardy 100% win, 100% loss rate. How? How does this happen? 1 Machamp loss, 1 Goodra win, 1 Slowbro win. How did you only pick Slowbro once? Madness. Cramorant got a win as well. Went off random flip. Of course they did. No surprise. North America, exactly what you would expect. Just the 4 most broken Pokemon in the game. Blaziken, Snorlax, Ho-Oh, and Suicune. Of course. At least Latam had the decency to slip in a support in there. 3 EXs. Way to tier whore, Europe. Way to tier whore. You thought we were bad. At least we only had 2. 2 in West Asia. 2 in East Asia. 2 in Oceania. Every single one has at least 2 EXs in the top 4. Except for Latin America. Who instead had Alright, my headphones died. I gotta go. The mages suck right now, and still the ADCs are somehow worse. Somehow. Some way. Well, whatever. I gotta go. Good luck.